get all customers. And here I'll say return customer list dot values. So what I'm doing now, the customers will be added in this data, right? Then I can get all the customers from this. All the customers will be added in the hash map. So now I'm getting the list of customers from the hash map. Okay. Now if I run this program, so for that I have to write a program right here. Let me write app.java. So here let me remove this part and let us write customer manager. So manager is equal to new customer manager. Then I'll say manager dot, I'll add some customers, customer ID. I'll add some C100. Okay. So Kiran Kumar, first name, last name, and then some phone number, something like this. Okay. So similarly, I'll add some 5 customers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here I'll change the values 101, 102, 103, 104. This is Ramesh Kumar. So this will have like kind of something like this. Next is 103. Sekhar Babu. So here I have some phone numbers like this. Next I'll say Rajesh Kumar. I'll have some phone numbers. Then I'll say Abdul Rahman. Some phone numbers like this, okay? Okay. So I add this customer's name. Now what I do is I just say int count. So manager dot get all customers dot size. So let me print this. Count as, let me print this. So let me print this, run as Java application. Say I got count as 5. So 5 customers got added. So as I told you yesterday, this flow, each customer will be stored in hash map entry and the number of records present in the hash map will give the count. Okay, the number of records present in the hash map will give the count. So now what I will do is now we'll write a test class now to do the unit test. That is our objective, right? We need to write the test class. So what is a test class we'll write? Let me do this. Here we'll also do one more thing. I'll also put organization name also. Private string organization name. I'll just put these customers are for Airtel. And here I'll put organization, get organization, string, sorry, get organization. So return organization name. That's all. Okay. So now what I'll do is let me now write the test code now. So here I'm just adding an organization. Okay. So that these customers belong to this organization. Now let me write now test code for that. Okay, remove all this. So we don't want to use, this is your older version, but we are using the late. Okay, we have to update to the latest version. For that, go to your form.xml. So this JUnit 5 we need to add. So copy, just paste. That's all. From 3, we are upgrading to 5. I'll tell you what is this group ID, artifact ID, dependency in detail when I explain you Maven. Okay. So now let me now write the test code now. I'll remove, these are all not, these are all old test, old version. Now we'll write with new version library. So what I'll do is, let me public class, I'll say customer manager test. Okay. Now what I'll do is here, now I'll write a test method. So to write a test method, what I'll do in our early example, I told @test. And we'll write public void add customer test. Okay. So sometimes the libraries will not get updated. So properties, Java build path, take this, remove, add library, JRE system library, JDK 1.8, click on Java compiler 1.8, apply and close. Fine. Now this is a test method where we will test this method. So this test method will be used to test add customer method in customer manager class. And for that we write @test. @test is part of your JUnit. Okay, latest library. Okay, now what I'll do is, let me now define the input to be passed. Always follow this. I told you right here. Always follow this. Take input to be passed. Okay, take input to be passed. Okay, define the input to be passed. Next, define the expected output. Next, get the actual output, and then compare the input and output. So for that, so what we have to do here, we want to test add customer method. And what is that input we have to pass? These are the input, right? These are the input to the method, to this method. These are your inputs. So define that input. You can define some input. So define input to be passed to add customer, because we are going to test this method to add customer method. So what I'll do is string ID is equal to some C100. Next string first name is equal to, I'll give some value, something like Pradeep. Okay. String last name is equal to Pradeep Kumar, and string mobile equal to something like number. Okay. This is the input, right? Then what we have to do? So what we have to do? Define the expected output. Right? Define the expected output. What is the output from this? What is the output from this method? So this method is returning a customer object. Okay. So this method is returning a customer object. So the expected output will be, see, expected, I know that if I pass these values, my expected output will be, expected output is customer object. In that I can get one value from this object, like ID. Let me do like this. So string expected customer ID is equal to this one. This is my customer. So this is the customer expected ID. I know that if I pass this input, I should get a customer object. From that customer object, I can get the ID value, which I'm expecting this value. Now what I'll do is, now I'll have to call the actual output. To get the actual output, so for that, what I create an object, customer manager is equal to new customer manager, manager dot add customer. I will pass first name, last name, and mobile. So I pass like this, and this will return the actual output. Now, what is your actual output? String actual customer ID is equal to customer dot get customer ID. This is your actual customer. Now, what I'll do, I'll say asset equals of expected customer ID, comma actual customer ID. Okay. So this is how actually we do. So expected customer ID, actual customer ID. That's all. Now, if I just run this, run as, right click on this, JUnit test. So run as JUnit test. Now you see, you got success. That means it is passed, because your actual customer ID is also coming as C100 and your expected customer ID is also C100. So both are matched. Okay. Now, similarly, we can also have one more test, like if I add this data, even my expected count also should be one record, right? Expected count int, I'll say. If I add this data, one record should I get. That means if I call this method, And this method, what it will do, it will add in the hash map. And then now what I do is, now you see what I do is, I'll say int count equal to, just like in the main program, how I have done, you see here. Int count equal to this one, you see, this one. Same way here also, customer dot, not customer, sorry, manager dot, get all customers dot size. Now what I'll do now, this is your actual count. Now I'll write one more asset equals. Your expected count should be matching to the actual count. In this way, we are testing this get all customers method also. So when I add this in the add customer, see, when I call first add customer, what it will do, when I call add customer, it will add the record in this map. That means how many, suppose if one record is there, then if I say get all customers, so customer list dot values will give one record. Suppose if I add two records, so then customer list will contain two records and get all customers will have now two records, right? This is what yesterday I explained you how this works actually. How this works yesterday I told you in the map is a key value pair, how I told. Now if I run this unit test now, now you see both method, see add customer test got passed. So now that means this is matching and this is also matching. Okay. So we'll also do one more thing. I'll say this as collection customer list is equal to manager dot get all customers. So let me copy here. And here I'll say list dot size. Okay, till now, so till now, okay, till now, we are seeing only asset equals. That is, both are equal, but there are different assertions in unit test. What do you mean by assertion means? Assertion means like expectation. The expectation, okay, or assertion means you can say judgment. We'll see with an example. Okay. Now, I'll tell you one more example. See, manager.get all customers is returning a collection, right? We know that. If I open this method, this is returning a collection. So customer list.values, this is your hash map. Hash map.values will give a collection. Okay, hash map.values will give a collection. Right? Now from this, I got list.size, I got the actual count. And then here I have put asset equals this one. So what do you mean by this means? The expected, I mean, as asset equals will expect expected output and actual output to be equal. If they are not equal, this will fail. Okay, this is what asset equals. Now we are going to see one more asset, which is called asset false. Asset false. And I'll say here, list dot is empty. Till now we have seen asset equals, but what is asset false means? Okay. So what is asset false? It will do means, see here. So list dot is empty. Okay. So what is your list? This is your list. The list that you got from the actual object. Okay. So what asset false will tell is, let me run, I'll show you. See. Run as JUnit test. So it got passed. See, asset false also what it will do is, this will expect the passed parameter to be false. To be false. The pass, I mean, we can say this will expect the parameter that is passed in the, or you can say this will expect the parameter that is passed in the to be false. This is the parameter, right? This is the parameter, right? So if this, or we can say this will expect the condition. We can say like this. This is the condition. You can say like this. This will expect the condition that is passed to be false. Now, what is the condition here? List dot is empty. What is list? This is your list. And I'm adding one record here. Now, is list is empty? If I add one record in a list, is this empty? False, right? So list is not empty. Okay. So if list is not empty means this asset false will be passed. So this will expect the condition that is passed to be false. If the condition is if the condition is false, then this test will pass. See the trick here. If this condition is false, then this test will pass. So this is passed now because I added a record, I added a data here. See, I am passing an input here and I'm calling this method, right? See, I'm calling this method. See, again, I'm telling you. So I'll just take this. Okay, now you see. Okay. Now you see, now this is a manager class and I'm calling add customer, right? So when I call add customer, what it is doing, it is executing this logic. This is executing this logic. Okay, when I say add customer, so this is executing the logic. In this, what is the logic? A customer object will be created. The first line, a customer object will be created with all the values that are passed here. That is these values. Okay, like ID equal to ID as C100, first name as Pradeep, and all that. Okay, what are the values that? Now, then it will check for if the map contains this. No, right? It is a only one record first time I'm adding. So now in the map, I'm putting this as ID. So this key C100 and the value as this object. Okay, that's what I'm doing. Now I'm returning the customer. So now you got the customer object. That means this object is returned back. Now when I say manager.get all customers, so that means this collection. So this collection is returned back. So this collection. So this collection, this is your collection, hash map. Now when I say list.size, what is your actual count? One record, right? Only one record is present. So list.size, this will be 1. Okay, this will be 1 record. Fine. Now, what is your actual customer ID? Customer.get customer ID. That is your C. What is your expected customer ID? C. So this will pass. Right? Next. Asset equals expected count. What is your expected count? Expected count is 1. And actual count is 1. List.size. Your list.size is also 1. So 1 and 1 are passed. Fine. Now asset false. Now this condition we are passing. Asset false will take a condition, a Boolean condition. Asset equals takes 2 parameters. Asset false will take only 1 condition. Now asset false, what it will do means the condition should be false. Then only this test case is passed. The condition should be false. Then only the test case is passed. Okay. Now we'll see whether this test case is passed or not. List.is is empty. What is your list? This is your list. This is your list. So list.is empty is pass or fail. False or true. List.mc is false. Because your list is not empty. It has 1 record. It has 1 record. So it is false. So asset false will make the test case pass. So these 3 are passed. Okay, these 3 are passed. Okay, now I'll tell you one more scenario. So let me do like this. I'll say asset false. I'll say like this, not. Now is this test will pass or fail actually? Is this a test will pass or fail? Now we'll see. Now let me do like this. No, let me do like this. Now, what is the condition passed? What is the condition? Not list.is empty. List.is empty is false because this contains 1 record. Okay, this is false. But not of false. Not of false means true. Not of false means true. That means this has become true. But asset false means it will expect this condition false. But now this condition has become true. So therefore this test will fail actually. So this test will fail. This test will fail because asset of false will expect the condition to be false. So but this condition has become true. So the test will fail. I'll show you. See. So let me run this. So run as JUnit test. Now you see, it got failed. The red color, you see. See, expected false, but was true. That means this is true. So this is true. The condition is true. The condition is true. So the condition is true. So asset false will make this test fail. Will make this test fail. Okay. Now we'll see one more scenario. Okay. I'll say now asset true. And I'll say list.is empty. This is one more scenario. So reverse of asset false. So asset true, what it will do is, so this will, the condition to be true, then test case is passed. Else fail. Now you see, let us take like this. Now list.isempty, this is false, right? False, because list contains one record, so it is not empty. So if this is false, then this asset true will make fail actually, because the condition should be true here. So the condition should be true here. So this will make fail. Okay. So this will make fail. I'll show you. Okay. So run as. Now you see, this has become fail. Okay. Now I'll tell you one more scenario. Now asset true of not list is empty. Now this will make test pass or fail. This will make test pass or fail. So this will make test pass or fail. So what asset true will expect? The condition should be true. The condition should be true. Okay. Now is this condition true? Right? Correct. List.isempty is false. So not of false is true. So therefore this is true. So that means asset true will make the test case pass. So the condition to be true. So asset true, the condition to be true. Asset false, the condition to be false. Okay, then you have to remember this. So asset false means, I'll write here. Asset false, if the condition is true, then asset false makes test pass, makes test fail. Okay. If the condition is false, then asset false makes test true, pass. Similarly, the same thing for asset true. Okay, if the condition is true, then asset true makes test pass. If the condition is false, then asset true makes test fail. Just remember this. Okay. Fine. Everyone understood this? Everyone understood this? Oh, this is very important. Okay. Now, similarly, we can also write one more test method. Okay, this is one test method for checking the customer test or not. Okay, we can also write one more in this test method also. In this test method only we can do, but we can write one more test also. Okay, like just to show you different test methods. Test here, I'll say public void check for customer is null. Is not null. This is the test method I'm going to write. So here what I'm going to do is, now I'll say like this. First define the input. So what is the input? I'll just take this input. Okay. Then, okay, I'll just call the output. So actual output. How I'll call the actual output? I'll call like this, right? I create an object. From the object, I call this output. So this is your actual output. Now here I'm not comparing expect using equals. I'm just checking whether the return customer is not null or not. So for that, what we'll have is we'll have one more assertion, assert not null of customer. Okay. So what assert not null will do is, so the object, okay, should be not null. Then assert not null will make test pass. Then assert not null will make test pass. Now you see, now I'm adding this data using add customer. I got a customer object. Now when I say assert not null of customer, so is this null or not null? Customer is not a null object, right? It is an object which is having this data. So definitely this is not null. So assert not null will make test pass. Okay. Otherwise, if the object is null, then assert not null will make test fail. So this object should be not null. Okay. We also have one more scenario, assert null. Assert null of customer. So what do you mean by this is, here the object should be null. Then assert null will make test case pass. So you can think like this. Assert means like your JUnit will tell that assert means declare. That means assert means declare or expect. So that means you can think like this. Now assert not null means whatever the object that is passed should be not null. Then only I will get satisfied. Then only the test case will pass. If this is null, this will be fail. Similarly, when I say assert null means the passed object should be null. Then only I'll be satisfied. Assert is like, you can think like assert as like a command. Only if that command actually, you can think like this. If that command is satisfied only. If that command is satisfied only, then the test case is passed. Here, what is a command? The command is like the object should be not null. Right? This object is not null, right? So thereby it will make the test case pass. Similarly, if you take here, the command is assert null. So what is command? The object should be null. The object should be null. That is a command. So here, if the object is null, then it will make test case pass. Otherwise, it will fail. So the object should be null, then otherwise this will make fail. So this will make test case test fail. Now as per this, Now I get some customer record, right? Now, is this will pass or fail? Customer will not be null definitely. So thereby this will pass. Now, will this pass or fail? Customer will be not null, but the command it is expecting, but the command it is telling is it should be null, but it is not null actually. So thereby this will make fail actually. This test. So this test will fail. Okay, this test will fail because the customer asset null means it is telling that the object should be null, but here the object is not null. So thereby this will fail actually. Similarly, here also the same thing. Here asset true means, so the condition should be true. So then only it will make the test case pass. Okay. Asset false means the condition should be false. Then only it will make the test case pass. Everyone clear? Clear with this? Asset not null, asset null. Okay, good, good. Yeah. So, yeah, I asked the Google Classroom link notes, Google Classroom link. I think tomorrow I'll get that link and I'll share you that all these uploads. Okay. Okay. Okay, don't worry, I'll share you this program code so that you can practice. Okay, so tomorrow we will see, tomorrow will be the completion of J unit. Tomorrow I'll complete J unit and then we'll go to the second tool. Tomorrow I'll complete the first tool in our course. So tomorrow I'll tell you a few more assertions and so I'll tell you tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah, thank you. Okay. You can also think like this. You can also think like this. So asset false means you can think like this. J unit is expecting condition to be false. If the condition is false, then this test is passed like that. So similarly here also, asset true means J unit is expecting the condition to be true. If the condition is true, that means this condition is true. Okay. So J unit is expecting condition means if the, we can say like this, if the output condition is, if the output is false, or we can say like this, J unit is expecting output to be false. If the output is false, then this test is passed. Similarly, J unit is expecting output to be true. If the output is true, then the test is passed. Similarly here also, J unit is expecting the output to be not null. Asset not null means J unit is expecting the output to be not null. So if the actual output is not null, then this test is passed. Similarly here also, JUnit asset null means JUnit is expecting the output to be null. If the actual output is null, test is passed. Test is passed. Okay. Asset null means you think like JUnit is expecting that. Okay. So here also like this. Okay, if the actual output, okay. Sure. Yeah. Thank you. So fine then. So tomorrow we'll see some more. Yeah, this is your collection code. Just see here. Anyway, I'll share you this code to everyone. Okay. I'll upload this in the Google Classroom. All right then. Okay. See you tomorrow. Thank you all. See you. Yeah. So tomorrow we'll meet you. Thank you. Previous class video links, I don't have that. You have to check with the admin actually. I don't have the previous classroom links. If I have, I'll upload that in the Google Classroom link. Okay. Tomorrow I'll get that from admin and then I'll upload. Okay then. Thank you all.